Am I actually recording? I need to test this. Jesus. Oh, this is the third time I've done this. Okay, well, here we go again. Guys, it's that time of year again. We're going to the moon. I don't know if you heard me correctly the first time. We're going to the fucking moon. What? I can't believe. Okay, so let me preference this. We're going to the moon again, and NASA released a video. So NASA released a video, December 19th, so a few days ago, and it caught my eye. I really wanted to talk about it. That's so cool. That's so cool. I can't believe. Like, when was the last time we went to the moon? When was the last time we went to the moon? We went to the moon in 1972. 1972. I did the math already. That was 47 years ago. It's almost 50 years ago. 50 years ago we went to the moon. And we're going again. We're going back to the moon. It just blows my mind, honestly, a little bit. I can't believe that. So anyways, it caught my eye, and I was gonna do a review on this because I just want to point out my point of view and just how cool the moon is. I don't understand. Anyways. So last time I went to the moon was 1972, and we're going back. So I just want to dive into this.
Between 1968 and 1972, America launched 9 human missions to the moon, 6 of which successfully touched down, allowing 12 men to walk on the lunar surface.
Well, 3 didn't, but you learn from your failures, right?
Of lunar exploration, called Artemis, has the task
Artemis,
of not just going to the moon to create a long-term human presence on and around it, but also to prepare for ever more complex human missions to Mars. In short,
that's insane. Everything
we must be able to do here.
We want to do things on Mars, but we can't. We haven't really gotten anywhere else yet. Like we need to further our space exploration. Like, if we want to survive one day, and that's proven that we're using too much resources and we're just doing all that kind of stuff, and we can't sustain life on Earth for, unless we colonize the rest of the planet. And that's things that a lot of people know, but I just feel like we don't talk about it enough. But so we want to go to Mars, we want to get all this stuff done, but we gotta take baby steps. We can't just go to Mars and build a colony. That's not how this works. But I like where we're headed. We need to do something, because we have to progress. What am I trying to say? We got to go bigger, but in order to get bigger, we got to get smaller. And I think that it's the only way that we can personally progress as a race. And you got to think bigger than just us. We're living now, but we only live up to 100 years. We're not gonna make it. Well, let me see. Let's see. Let's type this one in. When will the sun engulf? When will it engulf the Earth? Yeah, when will it engulf the Earth? So around 5 billion years from now, which is a long time from now, granted, but 5 billion years from now, that the sun will expand, it becomes swollen red giant, and it will just nothing. That's it. Okay, that's a long time from now, but we don't have to worry about it, but someone eventually is gonna have to worry about it, and I hope that we are ready for when it comes, and that it starts from this. All right, let's get back to it.
First, do here. So, what will an Artemis mission look like? Everything is designed and tested with our most important element in mind, the astronauts. This is their deep space, human-rated spacecraft called Orion, built in 3 parts. The crew module, where up to 4 astronauts will live and work throughout the flight. The service module, with life support systems for the crew and its own engine and fuel reserves. And a launch abort system, with engines capable of pulling the crew module to safety during launch should anything go wrong. To accomplish the task of launching our crew and heavy payloads, NASA is building the Space Launch System, comprising of a cargo hold, an exploration upper stage, a massive core stage, and 2 extended solid rocket boosters. Altogether, this is the world's most powerful...
The what? Saturn V, yeah. It's same size, though. That's interesting.
The Apollo era in numerous ways. Sitting on the launch pad, the entire rocket, fully fueled, weighs just over 6 million pounds, 5.2 million of which is just the fuel.
6 million? Oh,
Once
just
ignited,
the fuel? That makes sense.
There is no stopping what comes next. All 4 RS-25 engines and the 2 solid rocket boosters come to life, thundering our crew upwards. 2 minutes after ignition, the solid rocket boosters are spent and released. 8 minutes after launch, the core stage is depleted and separated. The upper stage fires briefly, placing Orion into a parking orbit around the Earth.
Okay.
Here, the crew reconfigure the spacecraft and check systems to confirm everything is ready for deep space travel.
Reasonable. Yeah, you don't want to get into space and not be ready. I would want to be ready.
Reignite the exploration upper stage engines to leave Earth entirely. The exact timing of this maneuver is critical to reach a speed that can escape Earth's gravitational pull, but also
we're doing a little launchy launch. We took a few things from Interstellar.
Days later. Once this burn is complete, the upper stage of the SLS is jettisoned and the crew aboard Orion coast for several days toward all that awaits them.
Imagine how cool that would be. Imagine just, you know, being in space, floating towards your destination, and just, you know, kind of hoping everything goes right. I'm sure there's a lot of science behind it, but over my pay grade.
On the moon, we see the fundamental differences between Artemis and Apollo.
Okay.
Instead of requiring Orion to serve as an expendable lunar command module or to carry a constrained lunar lander, the Artemis missions will take advantage of a different approach, pre-staging. Everything needed for lunar missions will be positioned in advance by commercial and international.
So we're getting everyone else to help us too. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Includes rovers, science experiments, and human-rated systems on the surface. But it also includes a dedicated lunar station in orbit around the moon called Gateway. Here at this station, we can pre-stage a robust lunar lander and establish a strong communications relay. Designed with open standards, the Gateway can be expanded as new missions and partnerships develop, allowing multiple human missions on the moon at the same time and enabling ongoing science to be conducted even between human missions. The Gateway is also capable of adjusting its orbit to allow access to every part of the moon, something the Apollo missions could not do.
Yeah, you know what I'm really interested in? I think it's really cool, and I want to see, because we really didn't really see a whole lot of the moon, but like, we didn't see all the moon. But it's interesting how they're doing it, though. I mean, I'm assuming that's just like a vague diagram of what, I'm assuming they're gonna try to get all of it. But okay, I like where this is headed.
But the real key in this approach is placing Gateway in a unique lunar orbit to perfect the maneuvers needed for Mars missions. And with the growing list of commercial and international opportunities, Gateway is the ideal hub between Earth and all that lies beyond. Returning to our crew as they approach Gateway, the Orion must match the elliptical orbit of the station in order to successfully dock. Once on board,
imagine screwing that up. Just, whoops. Imagine.
While those assigned to Gateway remain on station. The lunar lander system itself is built for 3 unique steps. Descending from the halo orbit of Gateway down to a low lunar orbit, descending from low lunar orbit to the surface, and once the lunar mission is complete, launching from the surface of the moon and ascending all the way back to the orbit.
Look at that. Oh, they have plans. Oh, they're gonna build. That's great. Have we already built? Have we built anything on the moon? Have we built anything on the moon? All right, we got some stuff on the
moon. Way back to the orbiting Gateway.
Okay. So they can dock, come back, dock. I like it.
Once back aboard the Orion spacecraft and undocked from Gateway, the crew fire their engine once to break out of the halo orbit.
Ooh, the music.
And once again to sling the spacecraft around the moon, placing it on a multi-day trajectory back towards Earth. As they near the end of this journey, the service module is released, and the crew module is oriented heat shield first.
Imagine the process of being an astronaut in this situation. The 4 people that are doing this, the balls, man, the balls.
1,000 miles per hour, the friction of air slows Orion considerably, while also subjecting it to temperatures of 5,000 degrees.
Man.
With the Orion now at just 300 miles per hour, a series of parachutes uniquely tested and produced for this moment deploy,
I hope those
decelerating the
parachutes
craft to just
I
20
really do.
miles per hour for splashdown.
And then we
Each
land.
successful mission, Artemis ushers in the next wave of men and women to explore our moon and prove that together we are ready to go beyond.
Yeah. Well, that's just so cool. That's why I had to make something about this. That is awesome. It's the beginning of the pioneering, because I remember back a while ago they said they weren't going to do moon landings for a while, and I guess they haven't for 47 years. That's so cool. NASA, you never fail to excite me. You guys are doing a great job. The fact that we're going to the moon again, that's wild. Felt like I needed to do a video about this. Thank you for listening. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. I might do more stuff like this, but this one, which is in particular, got my attention. I really want to make a video on it. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I'll be around. I'll be doing things. Thanks, I guess.